Hi everyone, my name is Morgan Murray and I'm a consultant at Table Talk Consulting. Before we get started, I want you to think about the last time you tried a new restaurant. You probably checked the reviews first, and even a few negative comments may have made you reconsider. Do you think your choice may have changed if the business acknowledged the review? That's where my role comes in. I specialize in identifying recurring customer experience patterns and translating them into actionable strategies that improve both service quality and customer retention. Today, we'll be discussing Hudson's Hickory House and how analyzing online reviews can help strengthen its customer experience, communication, and overall reputation. To start, I'd like to introduce the consulting company behind this analysis. Table Talk Consulting was founded in 2024 to help restaurants better understand and respond to customer feedback. We specialize in analyzing online reviews to identify patterns that impact customer experience, service, and overall brand image. We primarily work with small, local restaurants because they rely heavily on their reputation and customer loyalty. We use platforms like Google, Yelp, and TripAdvisor to gather real customer insights, not just individual opinions, but consistent patterns in what customers are experiencing. This is important because it can give restaurants clear direction for improvement. From there, we provide practical, actionable recommendations that help improve consistency, communication, and customer satisfaction. These are changes that restaurants can realistically implement to improve their day-to-day operations. At Table Talk Consulting, our goal is simple: turning reviews into revenues by helping businesses use customer feedback as a tool for growth. Now that you have a better understanding of our company, let's take a closer look at why reviews matter. Online reviews play a major role in how customers decide where to eat. Most people look at reviews before trying a restaurant, and even a few negative comments can influence their decision. But reviews are more than just opinions. They reveal patterns, what customers consistently like, and what issues keep coming up over time. That's what makes them such a powerful tool for understanding the overall customer experience. From a consulting perspective, this is where real value comes in. When we identify those patterns, we can pinpoint exactly what's working and what needs improvement. While negative reviews may seem harmful, they can actually become opportunities. When restaurants respond to feedback and make improvements, they can strengthen their reputation and build customers' trust. Now, let's take a closer look at the background of Hudson's Hickory House. Hudson's Hickory House is a traditional family-owned barbecue restaurant located in Douglasville, Georgia, and serving its community since 1971. That long history is important because it shows the restaurant has built strong roots and a loyal customer base. It's best known for its ribs and pulled pork, which are consistently mentioned in customer reviews as standout menu items. These are the types of dishes that keep customers coming back. Over the years, Hudson's has developed a strong local reputation, with many customers returning regularly and even bringing their families. This kind of loyalty is a major strength, especially for a small local restaurant. Based on the reviews, it's clear that Hudson's has a solid foundation in both food quality and community presence, which has helped it remain a well-known and trusted restaurant in the area. However, based on customer reviews, the overall experience is not always consistent, which creates an opportunity for improvement. To better understand where Hudson stands, it's helpful to compare it to its competitors. Starting with Fox Bros Barbecue, they offer a more modern and high-energy dining experience. They're known for consistent food quality and have built a strong brand presence, especially in the Atlanta area. Wallace Barbecue, on the other hand, offers a more traditional experience similar to Hudson's and also has a loyal customer base. However, based on reviews, Wallace tends to be more consistent in both service and overall experience. These competitors are important because they highlight where Hudson's performs well and where it falls short. Hudson stands out in areas like tradition and portion size, but consistency is where their competitors have advantage. Because customers have other reliable options, even small issues like slow service or inconsistent food can influence their decision to go somewhere else. That's what makes addressing these gaps so important. Now, let's take a closer look at Hudson's current strengths. When comparing Hudson's to its competitors, there are a few areas where it clearly stands out in a positive way. One of the biggest strengths is flavor quality. Across multiple reviews, customers describe the food as delicious and even some of the best food items around. This shows that when the food is done well, it leaves a strong impression. Portion sizes are another standout. One reviewer mentions their meal was large enough to last multiple days, while another describes the portions as very large in size. This adds to the overall value and gives customers a reason to return. Another key strength is customer loyalty. One customer mentions that they have been coming to Hudson's for as long as they can remember. They describe the experience as a feeling of comfort that cannot be found elsewhere. That emotional connection is something many restaurants struggle to build. Friendly service is also mentioned, with customers describing the staff as attentive and welcoming, which helps create a positive and comfortable dining experience. These strengths are important because they are the main reasons customers continue to choose Hudson's. However, even with these positive reviews, there are small details that point to areas of improvement. For example, one customer mentions that the decor is okay and could be better. This suggests that while the food and service are strong, the overall experience is not always polished. This highlights that while Hudson's has strong core strengths, the overall customer experience is influenced by more than just food and service. When we look closely at the reviews, there are also several consistent concerns that impact that experience. As mentioned previously, Hudson's has several issues that impact the overall experience and make them less reliable than their competitors. One of the biggest concerns is inconsistency. While some customers have great experiences, others describe the food as just okay, nothing special, or mention issues like a burnt taste and bland sides. This shows that the quality is not always reliable. Food temperature is another major issue. Multiple reviews mention that meals were not hot or that items like brisket were served cold. For a barbecue restaurant, this is especially important because customers expect fresh, hot food. The overall environment and facility comes up again. One customer describes the parking lot as a mess, while another mentioned it being very risky, particularly for accessibility. These issues go beyond appearance and can affect the overall customer experience before they even enter the restaurant. Value is another concern. One reviewer said they should have stayed home and saved the $55, while another mentions that the price is over the top. This suggests that when the experience doesn't meet expectation, customers feel the price is not justified. These issues directly impact customer retention, which is clear in these reviews, with one customer stating that they won't order from them again. These weaknesses are important and show that even with strong food and loyal customers, inconsistent and negative experiences can prevent people from returning. That's why it's important to understand how these patterns impact the business overall. Most customers read online reviews before deciding where to eat, which means that patterns like inconsistent food or poor experiences can impact whether someone chooses Hudson's or its competitor. These reviews also shape the restaurant's online reputation. Because they're public and long-lasting, repeated negative experiences can influence how potential customers view the restaurant before they even visit. Reviews play a major role in repeat business. Positive experiences encourage customers to return, while negative ones, especially when they happen repeatedly, can lead to lost customers over time. At the same time, reviews highlight clear areas for improvement. They show what Hudson's is doing well and where changes can have the biggest impact. This is what makes review analysis so valuable, because it turns customer feedback into clear direction for improvement. So now that we understand how these positive and negative reviews can impact business, let's shift the focus to how Hudson's can improve their consistency and strengthen overall customer satisfaction moving forward. After analyzing Hudson's review patterns, we can see the main issue isn't the lack of strengths, but how consistently those strengths are delivered. Because of this, these recommendations focus on improving consistency across the overall customer experience. One of the biggest opportunities they have is improving food quality and consistency. Several reviews mention that the food was sometimes just okay. This suggests that the experience isn't always the same. Many restaurants can address this by standardizing preparation and adding simple quality checks before food is served, which can make sure every customer gets the same level of quality. Along with that, making sure food is served hot and fresh is critical. Some reviews specifically mentioned cold food, and in a barbecue setting, timing is everything. Even small changes like better coordination between the kitchen and servers can make a noticeable difference. The overall environment also plays a role in customer perception. Reviews mentioned issues with areas like the parking lot, and restaurants that maintain both their interior and exterior spaces tend to create a stronger first impression before customers even walk in. Another opportunity is strengthening how customers perceive the experience overall. When customers consistently meet expectations, customers are more likely to feel the experience matches the price and continue choosing that business over its competitors. Finally, responding to customer reviews is something many successful restaurants prioritize. Even a simple response acknowledging feedback can improve trust and show customers that their experience matters. They should consistently monitor and respond to customer reviews to ensure they remain aligned with their customer perception. All of these improvements work together. They rely on clear communication and teamwork across staff to create a more consistent and reliable experience. Overall, these are manageable changes, but together they can significantly improve consistency and strengthen overall customer experience. It's also important to consider what could happen if these issues are not addressed. One major risk is losing customers. As we've already seen, one review clearly stated, "I won't order from them again." This shows how a negative experience can directly lead to lost business. When potential customers see comments like that, they may choose a competitor instead. This also contributes to negative reputation. Since reviews are public and long-lasting, repeated comments about issues like food quality or temperature can shape how new customers view the restaurant before they visit. Strong competitors are another threat. Restaurants like Wallace Barbecue and Fox Bros are often seen as more consistent. This gives customers a reliable alternative if Hudson's experience feels unpredictable. There's also a risk of decreased customer loyalty. Even longtime customers may stop returning if their experience changes. For example, one reviewer mentioned they had been coming for years, but inconsistent experiences can cause those loyal customers to reconsider. These threats are important because if they aren't addressed, they can directly impact revenue and Hudson's long-term success. It is critical to staying competitive and maintaining a strong customer base. To bring everything together, this slide provides a clear snapshot of Hudson's overall analysis. It highlights the key strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats we just discussed. It shows where their restaurant is performing well and where improvements are needed. Many clients find this type of visual helpful. It clearly organizes the most important information in one place and makes it easier to identify where to focus moving forward. To wrap up, Hudson's Hickory House has a strong foundation with clear strengths in food quality, portion size, and customer loyalty. However, improving consistency across the overall experience will be the key to maintaining its reputation and staying competitive. As long as they address these areas, Hudson's has a strong opportunity to enhance customer satisfaction and continue growing its customer base for many years to come. As part of our presentation, we've included a few gifts for you from Table Talk Consulting. Each item reflects our mission, turning reviews into revenues, and serves as a reminder that when customer feedback is understood and acted on, it can directly improve the customer experience and drive business growth. We'd love the opportunity to continue supporting you. You can learn more at www.tabletalkconsulting.com or reach out to info@tabletalkconsulting.com. You can also contact me directly using the information listed below. Thank you for your time.